Why, hi there YouTubers and readers. I bet you have missed me. We're here today for yet another episode of Ask Aunt Sally, where I help you with all of your problems, your terrible life choices, and yeah, just issues that you want me to help you with. What have you all been doing without my help? I don't know.
I'ma change your life.
Let's get to the first question. So, I'm putting in the wrong pin in the pad and that's why it won't open. Dear Sally, I'm a lothario, sure. Are you though? But I wondered if you had any tips or tricks for pleasing my lady friends in the boudoir. I don't get a lot of repeat customers. So are you a lothario then? Do you know what? She's not coming back to you, maybe because of your personality, but we'll look at that later. But she's probably finding your technique poor because you've never had someone to actually teach you how to do things properly. Men are bad in bed because they spend a lot of time watching porn. Women don't like that. Like, why do I want a concussion? So what I'm guessing is you're probably quite selfish in the bedroom. So, like I said, forget what porn tells you. Just think, I'm not going to be selfish here. Spend all the time in the world on your lady and her nether area. Yeah, good luck with your lothario-ing. Right then, second question. Dear Sally, I'm soon to be a first-time mummy just like yourself. But my mother-in-law is driving me crazy. I can't take it anymore. All she does is point out all the ways that I'm going to ruin my baby. Nice. What's a nice way of telling her to shut the F up? I don't think it's ever appropriate to tell your mother-in-law to shut the F up, but I totally understand where you're coming from because when it's my first time baby, everybody has an opinion for you. And if you look on Facebook, all it does all day is tell you the ways that you're going to kill your baby. So never mind just you're going to bring it up poorly, you're going to cause death to your child by various different means. By the bath, by the cot that you've put in, by the bumpers that you shouldn't have now, which I've learned only recently. So I think the best way to do is to trust your instincts and say, hang on a minute, this is my child and I need to make my own mistakes. So yeah, do you know what? You might put a nappy on wrong, or you might feed them wrong, or you might let them cry too long and someone thinks you're cruel, or you might pick them up all the time and someone's going to tell you that you're picking them up too much and you're being too nice and blah blah blah. Ugh. It's whatever works for you, and I think when you've got an overbearing parent, which to be honest, my mum will do the same thing that my mother-in-law will do, probably even more so because she's my mum and she knows she can say those things to me, and also she's had 3 babies, so she's like the queen of babies, so she knows what she's doing. But I think that you just need to say, hang on a minute, I need some boundaries. And to be honest, I don't know whether you're with your partner. If it is just your mother-in-law, that's where I would step in and I would say to my husband, you need to tell your mom that this is not, like, this is stepping on my toes too much. I need some space and I need to learn how to parent my child correctly. It's none of your business. It ain't your child. You had your child, you managed to keep them alive, good for you. Now let me try to keep mine alive, thanks. And if it does get really bad, just go outside and have take a deep breath. Just think, she'll be gone in an hour and then I can slag her off to my friends. Question 3. Dear Sally, my 15-year-old has recently started smoking and nothing I say stops him from getting the cigs. He throws back in my face that I'm a smoker too. How do I get him to stop? I get the thing where he's kind of like, well, you know, you can't lecture me because you're a smoker. Hang on a minute, love. Are you 18? Do you live in my house? Shut up. Gotta lay down the law a little bit. And okay, so he's 15, so it's, you know, I can imagine they're a bit of a handful at that age, because we've all been that age, and I was a teen smoker at that age. So I get it. But also, you know, we're in 2015 now. Nobody smokes anymore. Even, like, obviously I had to stop smoking, but nobody does smoke anymore. Like, this kid's like living in the past. Maybe get him an e-cig, because that's the more common thing. He's just like, tell him he's just been a bit old-fashioned. Like, what's your problem, kid? Get an e-cig. So if my son comes to me in 15 years and says, I can smoke because you do whatever, I'll just be like, please. Question 4. Dear Sally, I suffer from panic attacks and it's affecting me socially and professionally. Do you have any advice? I was in the same boat for many years. I don't know if the people watching this have ever suffered like a proper panic attack. They are all consuming. There's no such thing as calm down, because when you're having a panic attack, you are physically stagnant. You can't move, you feel sick, you feel hot, you go deaf in some cases. You just can't function. You know, it's really that, I don't know what makes panic attacks happen, but from my experience, I feel like it's some sort of malfunction in your body where the fight or flight just doesn't work. So you don't fight, you don't fly, somehow you just stand there and go to shit. What you need to know is that you're not on your own. Firstly, there are so many people that have panic attacks and you probably don't even know because they don't tell you. You can be stood next to someone that's having a full panic attack and you won't know because they just won't tell you. I now am panic attack free, so I could have another one tomorrow, I don't know. I've had them so many times in the past. You know, if you do get to that situation, you think, this is ruining my social life, I can't go out of the house. I'm finding that I'm having panic attacks on public transport and I'm finding that I'm having them at work and it's really detrimental to my job, then you need to ask someone for help. You can't just live through that, and you can't just turn around one day and they just be gone. I would say to refer yourself to your IAP clinic in your local area, and they will schedule for you to actually sit down and talk with someone. And what a therapist will do is not talk about sort of things that you know, that might be like getting you down that day. You might feel like a really happy person, but you're still having panic attacks. You know, sometimes they're irrational, you don't know why they're happening, but what they'll do is they'll help you with the triggers and they'll help you work through them, and they'll help you find ways to distract yourself so you aren't going to trigger a panic attack. And what you'll find is that one day you'll have 6 panic attacks instead of 12, and then one day you'll have 2 panic attacks, and then one day you'll think, I haven't had a panic attack for about 2 weeks. And then that's it. You know, you feel better and you get more recovered, and that's the way that you move forward. Okay guys, so that's everything for today. Thank you so much for your wonderful questions. We've had some serious ones and some funny ones, and that's how I like it. So as you can see, we are going to be making lots more Aunt Sally's in the future. If you'd like to check out the other Aunt Sally episodes, you can do so right here. Click the link. And as you know, we would love for you to subscribe and to leave a comment in the comment section below and let us know how we're doing and if we can help you. If you do have a question, send it to submissions@mimagazine.net, and I'm always here to help. So until then, goodbye.